Hello, welcome back to Talk of the Town. Our next guest, James Wedgeworth, realtor with Charter One Realty, joins the show today to share the latest real estate update affecting buyers and sellers in today's market throughout the Low Country. James, we always love to have you, and it's good to hear a little bit of information, good information about the real estate market.
We need some good news.
Yeah, we need some good news. So what do you think about this year compared to last year?
Well, actually, one of the agents in my office ran some numbers yesterday he was sharing with me that were good news. He said for the first 4 months of last year on Hilton Head, we sold 218 houses. First 4 months of this year, we sold 230, so that's an increase of 12 houses, which doesn't seem like a lot, but any increase is better than a decrease. And it's been so long since we've had an increase, we're celebrating that.
I understand, absolutely. So what do you see real estate doing in the next year, or I guess maybe even couple of years?
Well, my crystal ball broke, so I've got to kind of guess, but
Can we use your palm?
Palm may work, yeah. Actually, a guy asked me that question yesterday, and I answered it this way. I said, for the first time in 7 years, I see light at the end of the tunnel. And he jokingly said, you're still in the tunnel, though. And I said, you're right, but it's heading in the right direction. We see a lot more consumer confidence now than we did 2 years ago. We see a lot of people that aren't necessarily buying, but they're looking, they're thinking about buying that we didn't see 2 or 3 years ago. So I'm guarded optimistically toward the future. I think our worst days are behind us is a good way to say it.
I think the stock market going up
It's a big help.
is a big help, even if it's, I guess even if it's in our heads, that, you know, it's a good thing. But also, you know, I'm seeing a lot of remodels on the island as well.
Yes, yeah.
You know, where people are just
people are spending money.
They're spending money. So if they're starting slow, maybe they'll start that ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
But so how does Hilton Head, our area, maybe even the Low Country market, compared to the overall real estate market?
The national market?
Yes.
We have a saying said all real estate's local. In all real estate within a market, there are certain segments that are better than others. The national market, what I call the real world real estate market, pick a town, Indianapolis, Indiana, Knoxville, Tennessee, you know, it doesn't matter, Charleston, West Virginia. The what I call the residential market is much, much stronger. Unfortunately, Sandy, the second home market has not rebounded yet, and you can understand why.
Right.
Because it's the last one to rebound. So even though not everybody on Hilton Head's a second homer, obviously you and I aren't,
Right.
but the market is heavily influenced by the second home market.
Right.
And that market is a little more activity than before, but still not out of the woods. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. It's still slow. It's still a slow climb
Yeah, it's a
for
slow
that
climb.
market to get back rolling, I think.
And actually you have sub-markets within the market that are doing better than others. We always say that markets depend on the amount of inventory. Under 500,000 on Hilton Head, we have 3 months of inventory. Homes between 500 and a million, we have 12 months of inventory. Houses between 1 million and 2 million, we have 24 months of inventory. 6 should be normal. Okay. So if you got 24 months, you're 4 times normal.
Right.
So the higher priced properties aren't moving, the lower priced properties are. It's a trickle up, not a trickle down in our business. So as the slower price homes start moving, then eventually the medium price homes will move, and then eventually the higher price homes will move.
Right. James, people who have maybe questions or are uncertain of, you know, when's a good time to put their house on a market, or what they're thinking, they can obviously get a hold of Charter One Realty.
They can call me or any real estate agent that will be able to compare their house to other similar priced properties that are on the market.
Sure.
And I tell people, I can tell you, hey, your house is worth about X amount in today's market. Then, Sandy, at that time, they have to decide, would I sell at that price? And sometimes they say, well, I owe more than that, so I wouldn't sell. Then they got to wait until the market improves.
Right.
But it's you can't take a generalization. You can't say the overall market is better. You got to look at your individual market. I gave a friend of mine yesterday said that his wife asked him about the market, and he said, well, honey, you have to, it's like checking the weather. If you want to know the weather on Hilton Head, you don't check the weather in New York City. You check the weather in Hilton Head, and that's true in real estate too.
Right. James, thank you. Always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure.
And we'll be right back with Talk of the Town.